Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Atif and this is the summary of today's lesson. Today we started Unit 2, Lesson number 4, English Student Book, page number 26 and 27. This lesson is also about health and fitness. As you know that Unit 2 is all about health and healthy food, how to maintain our diet and how to eat healthy food and how it affects our body and health. So before we started the lesson, I displayed the learning objectives of today's lesson. These are the learning objectives of today's lesson. Speaking, speak about why people go to the doctor and talk about likes and dislikes. Then reading activity. In this activity, we read information about health blog, and in writing style we talk about how to write blogs, and in language focus we talk about contrast linking words like although, however, in spite of, and despite of. Have you ever had? This is like when you want to share the experience or when you want to ask someone about the experience, we say have you ever had, and then you add the experience like have you ever had a bicycle or have you ever had a motorbike or car or have you ever had any experience. Like this is specifically for experiences. And how we can reply to this question, we can say yes or no according to our answer, according to our experience. You can say like yes, I have a bike, or you can say no, I don't have a bike. So as I've mentioned in question, so I give you the relative example to explain you about how we can share experiences. Then we have some medical vocabularies. I also included in the lesson and now I'm including it in the summary video because this is the important vocabulary for the lesson. So vaccination, the process or an act of giving someone a medicine substance. Then appointments, a formal arrangement to meet or visit someone at a particular time and place. Then prescription, and a piece of paper on which a doctor writes the detail of medicine. Infection, infection means to pass a disease to a person, animal or plant. And allergy, a condition that makes a person become sick. Then here are some more vocabularies like rash, a lot of small red spots on the skin. Sore, painful and uncomfortable condition because of injury, especially we feel that condition in throat. Then itchy, to have or cause an uncomfortable feeling on the skin, and to get rid of that feeling we use our nails to rub our skin, so this is called itch. Intolerance, the fact of refusing to accept ideas, beliefs or behavior that are different from your own. And sensitive, easily upset by things people say or do, is called sensitive. So these are some vocabularies. Some of them are medical vocabularies and some of them are general vocabulary words. So after that we started the lesson and I asked the opening question to the students like why do people go to the doctor? And then we discussed the answer for this question. Most of the students participated in this activity and they reply that when people feel sick or when we need medicine, we visit to the doctor. After that, words study, match the words with the picture. Okay, so these are the words: vaccination, appointment, an eyesight test, hearing test, prescription, blood test. So we match these words with the pictures, and after the verbal discussion on the answer, I have displayed the answer to the class. Picture 1, a prescription; picture 2, an eyesight test, and go on. After that, we started activity 3, and this is about multiple choice question. We have three options, and during the lesson I've read the sentences, and then students choose their correct answer. And after that, after the verbal discussion on this activity, I've displayed the answers same like now, so you can note it down also. After that, we discuss the activity 4, and this is this general discussion about which of these infections have you had. So the most common infection is like allergy and skin rash and sore throat and a cough. So students also mention these expressions, and as I have mentioned earlier, that to share the experience we use present perfect tense, and we use have you ever in our question, and we say yes or no according to our experience. Then we discussed about the blog. This is the short blog. Read the text. What kind of text is it? Who do you think the two writers are and why? So this is the blog. Okay. And after reading this activity, this short blog, we discussed the answers also. So answer 5 is this is the blog text, and who are the writer? Two writers. So we also discussed this activity in the lesson, and you can also read this. Okay, and you can also solve this activity. So at last we talk about the linking words, as I've mentioned, contrast ideas. Okay, in contrast ideas we talk about, we joined two sentences or two phrases that have opposite information or ideas to each other. Okay, like although I like tomatoes, I can't eat them. So I like tomatoes, this is the one idea, and I can't eat them, this is the totally opposite information. So we joined these two sentences with the help of comma, this one, and we use our uh, connecting word although. Same like that, however. Okay, this is also about I can eat tomato ketchup. So these are also the opposite ideas. Okay, so I like tomatoes, but I can't eat them. However, I can eat tomatoes. So we use contrary linking words, contrast linkers, like in spite of and despite. And these words followed by the ing form of the verb. Okay, so in spite of having or in spite of liking tomatoes, I can't eat them, or despite of having fever, I have to do my work. So these are the two examples that I'm giving to you right now from my own, and we've already discussed some of these examples during the lesson. So that was the summary of today's lesson. I hope you understand it well, and it will help you to understand the lesson also. Thank you very much for your time. Take care and Allah Hafiz.